Minority in Parliament has dismissed claims that some officials of the government of former President John Mahama received double salaries. A ranking member of the Finance Committee, Mr. Casiel Ato Forson, said monies paid to the officials were arrears owed them by government. He said no official had received double salary.
25 of us received strange letters and phone calls from the CID of the Ghana Police Service, inviting us to confer with Mrs. M.Y.T. Adodankwa, Deputy Commissioner of Police, and to assist in investigations of allegations of double salaries made against us by the government. In a bizarre twist, as we were readying to appear before the CID this week, beginning from yesterday, considering what we had been grouped to appear on a separate days, the CID called some of our colleagues to inform them that they were no longer required to appear, as they had made mistakes with 18 of the 25 minority MPs originally contacted. Our attention has been drawn to a publication in today's Daily Guide newspaper, alleging that some 22 Article 71 appointees of the elsewhere Mahama administration were overpaid while serving as ministers, deputy ministers, and members of parliament. We must state for the records that, contrary to the claims by the Daily Guide that no appointee has offered to make refund of double salaries, we challenge the Daily Guide to adduce evidence of this claim. As a matter of practice and conventions, Article 71 office holders, including members of parliament, ministers of state, and deputy ministers, are always paid on account, awaiting the establishment and finalization of work of the Presidential Emolument Committee. This is currently what pertains even in the life of the 7th Parliament and with all current ministers of state. In the case of the Mahama administration, it would be recalled that the Presidential Emolument Committee did not complete its work until November 2016. This meant, in effect, that all payment made to Article 71 office holders, including members of parliament, ministers, and deputy ministers of state, were only payment in advance of the determination of the actual salaries payable and conditions of service due these office holders. Even now, the salaries and emolument of the current 7th Parliament and current ministers have not been determined per Article 71 of the Constitution, and therefore cannot be described as salaries in advance. The only way to avoid this situation is when President acts timelessly in appointing the Presidential Emolument Committee, so as to avoid payment in advances and the subsequent need for auditing and reconciliation of accounts. This will avoid the ritual rush in paying Article 71 Commission adjustment close to the end of tenure of an existing administration.